All right, let's read a book before we start art. Today I'm going to read Mrs. Spider's Wiggle Squiggles by David Kirk. It's about art and how it makes you feel. One sunshiny day in Sunny Patch, Mrs. Spider's little bugs were busy gathering bright colored flowers and berries to squish into paint. "I can't wait for our first art class tomorrow," Wiggle exclaimed as he picked a daisy. "I think I might be a really good artist." "Just keep those daisies away from me," Holly sniffled. "They make me sneeze, chew." As art class began, Professor Mantis told every buggy about the big art show he planned for their work. There would be a special ribbon for the best picture. But how do you start to paint?" Wiggle stammered. "It's simple," replied Mr. Mantis. "Find something you like, and then let your imagination take over." "Just look at that daisy," Mr. Mantis suggested, "and paint how you feel." Wiggle dipped his brush in some bright yellow paint and then splattered a blob on his canvas. "That's it!" he exclaimed. "I'm an artist." Wiggle stood next to his finished painting, smiling at himself. "My painting looks just how I feel," he thought. "Sunny." That's when he saw Shimmer's picture. "Wow," he said, "that looks just like a real daisy." "Thanks, Wiggle. Can I see yours?" she asked. Suddenly, Wiggle felt ashamed of his squiggly painting. It didn't look anything like Shimmer's. It didn't look like anything at all. Well, maybe not," he spluttered. "I'm not exactly sure it's done yet." That night, Wiggle lay awake worrying about his painting. "Hey, Shimmer," he whispered, "can you paint my picture for me?" "But Wiggle, then it wouldn't be your picture." "But I just can't paint," Wiggle said sadly. "Every buggy can paint," Shimmer yawned. "Every buggy except me," Wiggle sighed. The next morning, no matter how hard he tried, Wiggle couldn't paint and make his painting look like Shimmer's. Then he had an idea. Maybe he didn't need to paint the daisy. He dragged the daisy over to his easel and glued it onto a new bark canvas. "Now that looks like a daisy," he exclaimed proudly, "because it is a daisy." "Looking at my painting, every buggy," Wiggle called when he got home. "Wow," everybody gasped. My, Holly said, scooting in for a closer look. "What an excellent artist you are. Achoo!" Holly's sneeze sent Wiggle's paint flying into the air. The daisy petals rained down on every buggy. I guess I didn't exactly paint it," Wiggle sniffled as he shuffled off. "Wiggle, why didn't you try to paint the flower?" Mrs. Spider asked. "I did try, Mom," Wiggle said, showing her his squiggly painting. "It's no good. Look." "Oh my goodness, Wiggle," she smiled. "This is a beautiful painting. And it doesn't look like a daisy at all," Wiggle sighed. "A painting doesn't have to look exactly like something to be beautiful," Mrs. Spider explained. "Your painting is good because it's more than just a picture of a daisy. It's a picture of how you see it." Later on, the art show was already underway when Miss Spider and Wiggle arrived. "I wish my painting could be here," Wiggle said sadly. "Do you have room for one more?" Holly asked Mr. Mantis, holding up Wiggle's painting. "I thought it was too good to leave at home." "We always have room for a painting that's so colorful and delightfully different," Mr. Mantis exclaimed. "But can you tell it's a daisy?" Wiggle asked. "It's not just a daisy, Wiggle," Mr. Mantis explained. "It's your daisy, and I think it just needs one more thing." "A blue ribbon!" Mr. Mantis exclaimed. "For the most original." "Wow," Wiggle said excitedly. "I am a real artist." "Yay, Wiggle!" everybody cheered. "Great job!" "Look, Mom," Wiggle said. "No buggy painted their daisy the same, and I like them all. Look how different everybody's is, and they're all beautiful." Miss Spider agreed. "Every buggy sees things differently, Wiggle. That's what makes art so much fun." The end.